Hi guys, today is going to be a solve and tutorial video on the gear shift. As I said in the review video, the method that I use is based off Red KB's video, which I'll link here and in the description. It's a very simple method, easy to remember and very simple to perform. I'm going to do a couple of solves and then I'll do a sort of walkthrough solve going through the steps of how to solve this cube. So first off, let's scramble it. Okay, so that will do. So first thing that you want to do is pull it apart on any axis and then keep turning one side until you get two corners that match up. Okay, so we've got three there. I'll pick these two, the green side, and then pull apart the other side and do the same with those, and then you've got one side already solved. Now what you want to do is do the same and get two adjoining corners also solved. So pull it apart with the solved side on one and then keep turning the other side until it matches up. There we go, and then put it back. And then what you're left with is there'll be one small corner and one big corner. You could get lucky and skip one or even both of these, but likely as you'll have it this way. So what we're going to do is have the big corner on the sort of bottom left and the small corner on the bottom right. Now the next step is to work out how far away from a solved state the small corner is. That's the one we're going to work on first. If you look at this orange spike, you can see that it is two spikes out of place. That's anti-clockwise. So we're going to remember that. The first thing we're going to do is going to pull this side towards you to split them, and then you're going to turn the small corner anti-clockwise until the corner above it has turned 2 full rotations. So you can see it's red and yellow, and we're going to turn this anti-clockwise. So that's 1, and that's 2. Then we're going to push it back in. Next up is pull them apart left and right and do exactly the same. Moving the bottom corner anti-clockwise. 1, 2. And push it together and then lift the top off. And now you're going to turn the big corner that we were looking at anti-clockwise until the top side is completely solved, which will be 2 times anti-clockwise. And push it all back together. Now, if that was one cog out of place, you do exactly the same, but anti-clockwise with the big corner once, or if it's clockwise out of place, do the same but clockwise. Now you're left with just the big corner. Get that in the bottom right again. Very similar process. Firstly, you've got to work out how far out of place it is. If we look at this red spike here, it is 1, 2 out of place, and that's clockwise. And what we're going to do this time is, instead of turning the same amount of times as it is out of place, we're going to turn it half the amount. So it's 2 out of place, and we're going to turn it once clockwise. Now again, we're turning the corner that's out of place, but we're looking at the corner above it. So we're looking at this little corner here. So we're going to turn this until that's moved round exactly once. There we go, clockwise, and push back in. Then again, pull them out left and right, do the same, once clockwise, and back in. And then top off, and then we can turn that corner that we were looking at clockwise once. And we have a solved cube. So what I'm going to do is do a couple of solves, which I'll speed up and I'll sort of talk over but won't go into so much depth. So let's scramble it. Okay, so that'll do. So let's get one side solved. So we've not been lucky, got to do both again. So this is 2 clockwise out of place. And onto the big corner. So that is 2 anti-clockwise out of place, so we're going to turn it just once anti-clockwise. Remember, it's the corner above that has to move that amount of times, not the corner that you're turning. And there we go. Any questions, please just put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them, or put a follow-up video if anything's unclear. Okay, I hope that helps anyone with this puzzle. That's it from me, so please like, subscribe, and happy cubing!